Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well this holiday season. As you could tell, it's getting winter out and I'll be installing this diesel heater that I got. It was fairly inexpensive and went right into my truck, so hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So the plan is to install the heater in this toolbox, keep it out of the weather, and to keep it outside of my cab so it's safer. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is install this into the fuel tank. Alright, so for this I'm using a 1/4-inch drill bit. Get you some long wire that'll fit through the middle of this and feed it through out the top. Once you get your line through there, just slip this over it, let it fall down into the hole. Originally I wanted to mount it on this side because I sleep with my head to the driver's side, and I thought I would have the hot air blowing right on my head, and ran into a problem with running into the filler neck of the truck. So I'll have to mount it on this side instead because there's a lot more space underneath the truck. I think it might be better actually because I mean I can always switch sides, but if I have it blowing at my feet, I think this unit's gonna warm the whole cab up, and having it at my head might actually be too hot, so this might actually work a little better. Leg is right here. On the other side, I'm gonna screw down a piece of wood, and that'll keep it from sliding that way into the heater. Everything fits before I screw that wood down, and it does. So I'm just gonna mark right there. And I got a nice little piece of wood that'll work perfectly for this. All right, I got my line made and my wood in place. I just have to bolt it down now. So now this is as far as this generator will slide over. I had to flip it around too. Another reason I was trying to put it on this side, because the exhaust for the generator, I had it blowing out. You can see where it kind of burnt the toolbox right there. I don't want it blowing on the heater. Makes it a little bit more difficult, so now all the plugs and stuff and controls are towards the back side, but I'll live with it. Put some silicone sealant or some Flex Seal around the hole, keep the water sealed out. Well, I snapped a bolt off. I was tightening them down so I could kind of bend the metal and pinch it in because it was going through 2 layers of metal, so I could have more space to fit the tubes over, and I accidentally tightened it too much and it snapped off. So luckily it's poked out enough to where I can slip it over it and tighten the clamp down. Alright, so what I've done is I've took where the fuel line comes in at, and I positioned it where I kind of want it to be, and then I kind of scraped it All right, I think I got it. There's that fuel line. Slip a Sharpie back there and mark it on the outside at least. And maybe I could find something to poke the hole so I could see it from inside of here. Just gonna determine it's about right here. Get my handy Flex Seal, fill this up so water doesn't get in. Inside the truck. Almost looks stock. Looks pretty good. I'll have my hot air coming in. I'll have this out here all secluded. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and run all my fuel lines. So the line's gonna come right out and go straight into a filter. So it comes out of the tank straight into a filter and then into the pump and then from the pump up to the heater. This is a little filter. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the clamp on this. This just keeps water and dirt out of the combustion chamber. This is what I got done so far. That's the exhaust pipe coming out the side. And then got the intake pipe. It's facing away from the exhaust, so it's not sucking in hot gases and it's just getting clean, fresh air. And you want to make sure you keep the heat separated from the fuel. And so here's what it looks like all put back together, everything in my toolbox, the way it's gonna ride. I did drill a hole for the wires to go through. So there's the hole. The wire for the fuel pump comes in and straight to it, and the other wire runs in and goes to the thermostat controller. Now I just have to plug up my extension cord, positive and negative, that go to my battery. Now to do that, I just take one of my lines and connect each side of the extension cord. That side is showing resistance, so that means these wires are connected because there's resistance going through them. So the black side is that one. I'll hook my negative to this side, the black wire. So I took a little piece of electric tape and marked the side that's going to be the negative, which is also the black side on the wires. So I'll take my negative wire coming out of my heater and tie it into the negative side of the battery. And then the positive one. All right, I'm gonna check the plug that I have hooked up to my battery, and it looks like that's the positive side. I'm getting 13 volts. I've gone ahead and marked the positive and the negative side on my plug, so I'll always know. And looks like it's on the right side. It powered on. So the heater is completely concealed in the toolbox with the power coming out into the trailer battery. So here's how everything looks installed. Got the heater installed. Here's my power supply. All the stuff up underneath is secured. Got my fuel tank just chilling right there. And then the inside. Hey guys, that about wraps it up for the installation video. Really hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, check out my unboxing video. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. I'll be doing a initial startup and review of the heater. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.